Yeah, I told you I was gonna run it back again. He said, "Oh, let me make sure everything good, cause dang, right when we start cooking, and it's like, boom, here we go, everything straight again." The white girl do what I said. Hey, hold on, I'm just trying to check, make sure. Hey, we had like a little 11 ball come through too. Dang, man. Dang you. Hold on. I want to make sure my comment section is up. All that stuff. The video is unavailable. What? Yeah. What the hell? Oh, man. Okay. Oh, there it go. All right, hold on. Oh, there it go. Okay, bad. All right, let me make sure the comment section is working. Well, y'all let make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Man, it's like right when I get stuff going, it's like boom again. It's part of being at work. All right, so was laughing at the cure said something. I was about to say, uh, Friday. He said, "Why people concerned about what someone that got fired from Xbox has to say about Xbox is weirdos." That's a fact. I don't know what is the issue with that situation because, granted, you know what I'm saying. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. There's true without a shadow of a doubt. They does. They really do. And I'm not knocking her for going out there. I'm more knocking her about the timing in which she did it, and then to the just the outdated information like that you delivered. And one of the things that Pastor posted pointed out in her video, she already told the people that she had a biasness towards Windows. And heck, I would too if I got fired. So and again, when I look at her resume and I look back at her resume, she wasn't in the room. She wasn't like a Dick Cutler, the one that we did the video on that actually helped with Azure server. He helped with the game OS. He helped with Windows XP. Those type of individuals, yeah, they have a whole way more validity in the conversation than someone that just helped package and ship out video games. She helped roll out 4 games back in the 2000s, early 2000s. 2015 was her under 2015 because I'm giving her a grace period. Usually it said 2012, but 2015 she wasn't nowhere near in the midst of Xbox, let alone what Microsoft is doing now. That's a 10-year gap. And clearly what Microsoft is doing is not what's the standard anymore when it comes to gaming. Like I was laughing at the Cure just said uh before I cut off the last video, it's definitely not a traditional console, bro. If you can't play your disc-based games natively, then it's not a traditional console. Microsoft can call it whatever they want to. And my only response to him is this: who said that the console wouldn't be able to play this? No one said that. We don't even know what the device looked like, let alone do we even know its full capabilities. Only thing they've mentioned and talked about was the handheld, which does what was 1080p handheld hybrid device, which is considered a handheld console, which has an Xbox button that allows you to do things with your Xbox. That's it, that's all. No one came out and gave you any information or detail about what the console itself is going to do. which is why I kept saying, this lady came out and said out her own mouth, the console will be leaps and bounds. They keep mentioning that it is a console. So how do you know if the console is not going to play this? In my theory and what I think, and I've said this before on State of Game and with Post Up, they're gonna use even with Rose when they first announced this handheld. I said the same thing with him. They're gonna roll this feature out to the console, and the console is gonna be the bread and butter. The console is gonna be the premium experience. It's gonna be like 4K gaming. You're gonna have all the ray tracing and all the bells and whistles on the actual console, including a disk drive. That's where the confusion is coming on or coming in play for you guys. It ain't no confusion with me. I know where I stand. The handheld is their introduction into getting the bugs and stuff like that worked out with that said device, and it's going to be an experience, a handheld experience for Xbox, which was smart, on, perfect, great idea. Uh, I don't knock them for their decision. Excuse me. I don't knock them for their decision to team up with Steam OS and deliver a handheld experience. Because why would I want to risk doing all of this AMD, this R&D, and building a handheld from the ground up, and come to find out it becomes a failure. Hold on one moment. And why would I do that and turn around and it becomes a failure? Not due to the fact that it doesn't have content to play on it, but just the all around the handheld experience atmosphere is saturated with other devices that maybe even come out cheaper. Is you're running a high risk in that situation. Like you're running the risk of, one, the performance of the device, because what if we make it and it doesn't even feel right in the hands? Two, if we roll this out, the price isn't all the way right. Yeah, King Reaper, I'm back, bro. I had to do something at work real quick. Again, I'm at work doing this, so it's gonna be like that sometimes. But why risk it as a company to make a product that probably could fail when it's already oversaturated with other handhelds that's doing other things? They doing emulations. You got people out here emulating Nintendo games, PlayStation, and Xbox games on a handheld device. So why risk it going in, doing all of this work, come to find out the device doesn't even feel good in the hands, people don't like how it feels, uh the price isn't what they asked for, what they desired for just playing only Xbox games. Why run that risk of losing out on all that money when I can go to a company that's already in the field, team up with them? This is a partnership. This isn't no, we just went over there and gave you the bag and said, here, make something for us. No, we're that all hands are on deck, from Microsoft to Steam, on building this said device and delivering this experience. And like I said, he kept saying, like, they're using the word they're using the word console for a reason. And it ain't no confusion. It's just y'all want it to be confusion. Y'all keep listening to these people tell you what it should be and what it shouldn't be. Oh, it doesn't have a custom chip. It doesn't have, they just said it has an AI silicone chip built from the ground up. That's gonna be going into multiple devices. This isn't no off the shelf situation. This isn't something they just picked up from off the ground, like when they made the PlayStation Portable and said, here, we're gonna put these parts together and have it sync up with the console, tether with the console, so you can't even play it remotely. You gotta have the console with it. Like, No, this is built from the ground up. And just because they're not using the traditional way of making their handheld, people are crying in up arms about it, or they want to have an argument with something that's actually beneficial to you. It's beneficial to you for the individuals that want to have their experience on the go. You have options. But you have people like Laughing Insecure that comes in and say it's definitely not a traditional console. If you can't play your disc-based games natively, then it's not a traditional console. Microsoft can call it whatever they want to. You hear that type of information. Even though Microsoft haven't came out and said anything or confirmed anything related to the features or what can and cannot happen on the console of the new Xbox. That's why I said the handheld is going to be the handheld experience. And then they're going to deliver the full living room, the leaps and bounds that Sarah Bond was talking about will come into the form of the console. We just saw that Death Stranding 3 disc sales was what, 66% under? Like physical discs are not like they're physical discs are done. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I keep repeating this. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. It is finito. The more and more that technology advances, physical discs are being obsolete. For the most case, y'all already found out, even when you buy a daggone game, you got to do a day one patch, which consists of you logging on to the internet and downloading it for that game. With the Nintendo, come to find out they give you a little plastic chip cartridge with a license on it. When you plug it in, that's when they give you the access to download the game. Majority of us, mass majority of us, a whole lot of us clearly are moving to physical. Even though those UK sales, I'm pretty sure the US is the same way. That majority of the people that buy um video games now, they're digital. They're not physical for a host of reasons that we don't need to get into. But at the end of the day, Sarah Bond, Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, none of them had came out and said, yo, this console can't play this. They only been talking about the handheld. They only been talking about the Rogue Ally and their adventures with Asus. That's it. That's all. People need to stop being hyper focused and just hyper negative about something that you don't know. You're not even in the know because they haven't gave you the information. Just like this lady that was running her mouth, you don't know because they haven't given the information. Only thing you're looking at is this device. Oh, it doesn't play the games natively because I can't put a disc in it. But you're not looking at the benefit of it. Like, yo, I get access to my complete library plus some. This is the first time variety when it comes to gaming has become negative. We never complained about, oh, uh, I can put in my CD and listen to music while I play the video game. We never complained about that. We never complained about the snap feature watching football games while playing the video game. We never complained about stuff like that. We never complained about, oh, I can go in a Discord while playing my video game and talk to over 30 some people in a room. We don't complain about stuff like that. When did we start complaining about innovation, evolving in gaming? When did we start complaining about stuff like that? That's just crazy to me. You're upset and mad that a company said, "Hey, we're not going to jip you out your money and keep constantly delivering you a half-ass experience that's a closed-minded box, and all you do is just keep investing and buying the same games over and over again." The company said, "You know what? Hey, we finna evolve." Both companies, I remind you, Sony and Microsoft, have both came out and said that, yo, we are selling to the same group of individuals and not getting the best return. Both companies at one point when they release their product, they sell it at a loss. Only one that doesn't is Nintendo. Both companies have said this. And now we are upset and mad that we got variety now. And you still got the same experience. You still can play the same games, still go kick it with your friends, but this time your friend pool is unlimited. If they on PC, you can play with them. If they on Xbox, you can play with them. If they on PlayStation, you can play with them. We're upset about that. And the crazy part about this, we act as if cross-play and cross progression don't exist anymore in gaming, especially when it comes to third party gaming, which dominates video games. Third party dominate video games, period. We know this. And these companies are now doing cross play and cross progression. So it doesn't even matter what platform you have, especially for them, the ones that only play Madden, 2K, and Call of Duty. It doesn't even matter what platform you have. You can still play with your friends and have the same experience as if they hit the same device you got. We just upset that Microsoft said, "Hey, what? You know what? We're gonna bump it up a step further. We're gonna give you access to PC also. You got a PC library? We're gonna give you access to that also, while still giving you the comfort of your Xbox library." They still haven't mentioned a Microsoft Mobile yet, or the Microsoft Store, which I'm pretty sure they're still working on. You see, World of Warcraft is finally starting to open up, and they about to drop that in Game Pass. You are about to get a floodgate of video games constantly back to back to back. Right now, I am stuck. I can't even play all the games that's dropping. I can't even play them. Like right now, I'm finishing up. I finished up Exodus 33. I beat Doom. I beat South of Midnight, which got a critically acclaimed award. I beat Val. Grounded 2 is about to drop this month. Wukong dropping this month. Then next month you turn around, we got Black Myth Wuhan. I'm doubling back on that because it's on the Xbox. Like, fam, what else do you want? I thought this was about video games. I thought we bought these devices to play video games. And you want me to be upset with the company that's giving me video games. What I paid it to do, which is crazy to me. It is insane. Oh, this game called Mecha Break. It's a mech game just dropped in the Game Pass. I'm gonna go check that out. Like, I got nothing but months and months and months of video games. And that's not even including the third-party games that they dropped. Towerborn. If y'all haven't checked out Towerborn, you definitely need to. Go into the preview program, download Towerborn. Fire game. Power World just dropped the update. I gotta go check out. Bro, it's too much content. This is one of the things I was worried about when they did the 12 games as a rollout. I'm like, bro, when are y'all gonna have this window, and how are y'all going to roll out all these games without cannibalizing other games and all the smaller games? This was the issue I was seeing coming up on the horizon. I'm like, yo, y'all got control over damn near every known developer out here. And then word on the pipeline, word on the street is y'all about to go buy somebody else. Y'all about to roll around and buy somebody else for their content, because they're showing you what's the future. It's not about the plastic anymore. We about to get the biggest, most massive device rollout next year or the year after, 2025, 2020, 2026, 2027. When they roll this thing out, because I think they going out with a bang. And I'm talking about going out in a bang in the sense of the console experience. You about to get a juggernaut. It's about to be something. It's about to be huge. In my Orange Man voice, it's about to be huge. Y'all over here complaining about, oh, where's Fable? We didn't get an information on State of Decay 3. You niggas didn't even play State of Decay 2. Y'all dog State of Decay 2. Granted, it was deserved to an extent, but y'all niggas straight dog State of Decay 2. With the bugs, all that stuff. That game now, you play it, is night and day compared to when it released. But for the most part, y'all niggas wasn't playing State of Decay 2. Now all of a sudden y'all concerned about State of Decay 3 and where it is and why haven't we seen it. You're worried about, oh, what's going on with Gears, what's going on with Perfect Dark. Bro, when I say next year it's finna be a landslide, it's finna be a landslide. We already got a 6-month roadmap of games dropping before 2026 going into 2026. We already got a roadmap of games that's dropping from Xbox. And on top of that, this is another reason why I said she was outdated, because she said that there's no exclusives. The Laura Fryer lady, she said there's no console exclusives. Yes, they are. They dropping one next month. I better say next month. No, I'm sorry, not next month. This month. I keep forgetting it's July. I thought it was June. They're dropping their console exclusive this month, which is called Grounded 2. And you can't say it's a trash game and say, oh, nobody care about that game. Nobody want. Grounded 1 went over to PlayStation Marketplace and charted top 5. I think top 5, top 10. I give myself some grace period because I can't remember what. I know for a fact it charted. Sea of Thieves charted, Pentiment charted, and Hi-Fi Rush charted. And guess what? Just thank you for even thinking about that one. The Hi-Fi Rush mess, she said. Again, another reason why this woman is outdated with her information, and it just came out of the way. Granted, again, she's entitled to her opinion. But just because you got an opinion doesn't mean it's a smart opinion. Tango, let's talk about Tango. Tango is only known for 2 games for a fact, because the other games did terrible. Y'all did not even play them, and they had exclusives over there on PlayStation, which Pastor even mentioned. And I know and he brought up the numbers when I was doing the video. Tango, Evil Within was it was like a Resident Evil ripoff, you want to call it. Y'all did not invest in that game. It got to, I think, Evil Within 2 or 3, and people did not play that game whatsoever. They only known for that game. They known for that game, and before Hi-Fi Rush came up, it was Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo. Ghostwire Tokyo sold terrible. It went double wood on PlayStation, which was a PlayStation exclusive, I might add. And Pastor put this in his video, and it brought light to me. The game didn't start seeing numbers of any type of support until they went into Game Pass. The same very service that people want you to run around and parade and talk about it is a cancer to gaming, and it's a hindrance, and it doesn't do anything good for gaming. A game that literally sold under 20,000 units on the PlayStation. I think it was around 10,000 units. Ghostwire Tokyo, a 1-year exclusive, only sold about 10,000. When it came to Game Pass, player concurrent users, 5 million. Literally, quite like, come on, dog. You can't skew numbers like that. You can't sit here and tell me something is not beneficial like Game Pass when it clearly took a dead game, something that was clearly needed attention because the game wasn't bad. I actually played it and beat Ghostwire Tokyo, and it was a fire game. But the PlayStation gamers did not support it, did not even get back of it, did not pay that money that they so-called say they just so rich and wealthy over there. They didn't support the game for a whole year. Even within tanked. 2 did not even sell better than 1. 3 definitely didn't even touch 1 sales. So Tango Gang was literally, nigga, they was almost 0 for 0. They didn't have no hits until Hi-Fi Rush dropped, which was a stealth drop, and it blew up like it did. Which granted, cool, but was it because, and again, Hi-Fi Rush was a good game. I'm not knocking it, but was its success due to the fact of how it released and people perception of it, how it released? Because no one knew about this game. Nobody was over here looking like, oh my God, Tango Game is about to release a new banger months in advance. Nobody was saying that. The developed Xbox Direct dropped. It was a stealth release. They showed it off and they said, hey, you can go get it in Game Pass now. And everybody jumped for joy for it because it reminded them, well, for me personally, it reminded me of Sunset Overdrive. And I went and played it and had the time of my life. And it did well. But it wasn't like it was some type of hype train behind it. It wasn't like, oh, they had mentioned this Tango Works is work. No, Tango Games present. Like, no, it wasn't none of that. People didn't even know this game existed until then. And then when you look at their only 2 big successful titles that they really did have over there, it didn't sell nothing. Especially Ghostwire Tokyo when it was an exclusive to PlayStation. It had to come to Game Pass to even get some recognition. So y'all need to stop with this narrative. Again, the lady seems she's entitled to her opinion, but she seemed outdated. She seemed bitter. How can you have this this rhetoric about Sony or Microsoft when Phil Spencer has outlasted everybody at Sony? All of the higher ups at Sony, Phil Spencer is still on the top of the chair doing this one too. And now he got a beast of a person that's on the side of him, which is Sarah Bonds, who's, I'm telling you, that lady is a dog. I see it in her eyes. It's about to get spooky out here. And they just passed the mantle to her. Like that presentation that we seen in June, yeah, she about to, don't let her fool you. Don't let that smile fool you. They got a dog over there. And we about to see it full circle. But that's what I got for y'all, man. I'm sorry that I had to cut it off the first time. I was rolling and again I'm at work. So I'm gonna try to drop one again tomorrow. We're gonna talk about I'm gonna wait for the Diddy verdict because I was trying to see if they was gonna find him guilty or not. But I ain't seen nothing hit my timeline yet. So I'll probably just talk about it tomorrow. Other than that, man, oh my God, what? The Bucks just waived Dame Lillard? Wow. Hey, the NBA been going crazy. I don't know if y'all want that type of information, but I thought Houston Rockets was trash. They was doing some trash stuff at the draft. Man, they went in that daggone the free agency. Bro, they've been wilding over there. Nice picks. Definitely some dope picks. But the New Orleans Pelicans, again, shout out to, oh yeah, man, why I don't think I even said it on here. But yeah, did I? I don't think I did. New Orleans Pelicans did their thing also in the draft. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice little squad over there too. But again, this ain't that type of conversation. I just want to throw that out there while I'm here. The NBA is looking good with a lot of trades going on, but all I gotta say, man, go play some games, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say, man. Stop letting these people scare y'all into not seeing the real value of your wallet, bro. At the end of the day, it's all about gaming and gaming only. And there's only one company that's out here right now that got what y'all looking for and what everybody is asking for, which is games and content. And that's Microsoft. Sorry to tell you, you like it or love it, but the console war is over. Also, shout out to Jeremiah Fierce, man. Dope dude. He just got drafted from New Orleans Pelicans. He is a dog. I done seen that boy hoop firsthand. Shout out to his pops Jeremy. Like I told him before, man. Hey, the next barbecue is at at your son's house, man. We we gonna enjoy our time over there. But other than that, it's your boy Double O. One love. God bless y'all. Be safe. Keep it smooth. Stay safe. Stay dangerous out there. Peace. What I want my outro to be. You know what? That's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on my outro tonight.